урок не записался, не знаю почему, но там как бы было по факту обучения и выбор факультета.
Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Такого вот я персонажа создал и выбрался в как-то в ранг. Уже здесь везде побегал, пошарился, полазил. Ну да, студенты вот это все молятся, прикольно. Так и хочется сказать, что здесь типа какая же ностальгия. Где же перевод? И что, ничего запрещенного здесь не было? Видно, я-то думал, что мы там увидим какие-нибудь зелья, которые будут твориться. Давайте пойдем по сюжету. Надо найти свою гостиную.
Just have to wait for the right moment. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Must be.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
In your 5th year.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He did teach me a few things before term, but that's all I can tell you.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
All right. Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
That new fifth year. Always wondered what the other houses
Can't
call
imagine starting a new school this late.
Ours is the best, of course. Still, I do wonder.
Revelio.
Highest school.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor. But what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust?
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide.
Выполнение испытаний за руководство — это единственный способ заработать очки опыта. Письмо. Открыть руководство. Ну давай. Ваше руководство отслеживает текущий прогресс прохождения испытаний. Выберите меню испытаний, чтобы продолжить. Давай посмотрим. Собрав всю первую страницу, вы откроете новую категорию испытаний. Здесь будут появляться все новые испытания. Бла-бла-бла. Вот там страница руководства, допустим. Соберите страницы руководства. Каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды, начиная от внешнего вида и заканчивая важными обновлениями. Награды можно получить в меню испытаний. Вы возвращайтесь почаще, чтобы получить все награды.
Clever, isn't it?
Ловко придумано.
Keep your eyes open for more
Чтобы не
opportunities
упустить возможность
like
узнать больше о
that,
замках и
inside
предметах.
and out.
Ага, вот они все заклинания. Ух ты. Так. Это ЛКМ, это Ревелио. Боже, а как оно называется? Основное заклинание, прикольно. Это про Дэга на Кьюшку, а это у меня еще не открыто, насколько я понимаю. Нет, это контратака такая прикольная. А вот эти вот я могу сюда вот вставлять класс. Слушай, их до хрена. Плациус, контроль. А, типа, можно будет... Инцендио. Вингардио. Ладно. Все.
Revelio.
Ух ты. Под Ревелио я вижу еще...
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Сдерживайтесь, вам еще что-то бла-бла-бла. Так, пропусти мне сюда барышню. Ага. 21-13. Что здесь надо делать?
Revelio.
Спизжу. Или пойдем дальше, я в душе не короче, что здесь надо делать, что это за мини-игра такая. Ну-ка. Ух ты. Ладно, я уверен, что нас еще дообучают до этого.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты живут студенты и профессора. Здесь расположены гостиные и большие залы. Выберите лестницу Хогвартса, чтобы продолжить. Вы можете видеть точки с летучим пламенем, которые доступны в этом районе. Точки с летучим пламенем зеленого цвета, а те, которые вам удалось обнаружить, включая гостиную вашего факультета. Точки с летучим пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек быстрого перемещения. Окей. Так. Выберите пристройку библиотека. Профессор Уизли разблокировала точку для... Ага. Вот так мне переместиться. Быстрое перемещение, чтобы по замку не бегать. Прикольно.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Так, следите за профессором Уизли опять.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Ух ты.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station.
Revelio.
I suspect most children would prefer not to be
Показывает то,
young.
что можно.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
У нас еще палочки нету. Всё,
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
путями добирались. Нас попросили типа держать это все в секрете.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Поэтому мы все держим в секрете. Вы почти слова в
Almost
слово
precisely
говорите.
what Professor Fig said.
Вот
Speak of the devil,
Лёг.
Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Уже третий раз акцентируют на Hogsmeade внимание, поэтому мне это важно.
Revelio. Revelio.
Beatrice Green from Dogwood and Dead.
А, здесь вот еще одна игра. Там вот какой-то сундук лежит. Блин, а. Ладно, хрен с тобой, старикан. Давай поговорим.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, этот значок символизирует основные задания. Выполняя основные задания, вы продвинетесь по основной истории, откроете новые возможности заработки опыта. Некоторые задания заблокированы из-за требований к наличию заклинаний или вашему уровню. В этих случаях для активации задания вам нужно достичь требуемого уровня или изучить все. Короче, новые заклинания можно изучить, выполняя задачи профессоров. Короче, нас наталкивают на то, чтобы мы двигались не только по основной сюжетной линии, но и делали все, в принципе. Начните отслеживание задания с помощью защиты по занятию темных искусств. Снять занятие по заклинанию. Что я больше хочу? Акция или Левиоса? Акция. Давай. Как я понимаю, нам все равно надо это будет делать.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Квестики, которые... Ух ты! А я могу еще и... визуал. Будем задротом. Вот, перчатки мне нравятся, но кепку я сниму нахрен. Да и очки я тоже, в принципе, сниму. Не прикольно смотрится. Ну, как аксессуары. Вот шарфик я хочу себе. Школьная форма. Ладно, мы с этим ничего не сделаем. Палочка залочена. Ух ты, у меня будет еще и пет. Классно. Инвентарь смотрим. В инвентаре у нас ни хрена нету. Коллекция. Это понятно. Карты, задания, настройки. Ладно. Ну вот примерно то же самое, что мы сейчас ставим. Кайф.
Do you get nervous when the owls fly into the great pool?
Revelio.
Ну-ка, может быть, здесь что-нибудь стыпить получится. Да я знаю. Это я уже попробую для себя.
You must try it.
О, блин.
Slow coach! Slow coach!
Revelio. Protego.
Так, я, скорее всего, не туда пошел. Ух ты.
Revelio.
Блять, ну они реально очень красивую игру сделали. Здесь ничего не могу собрать, ничего, плутаться не могу. Вау. Там студенты. Бля, какая красота, вы гляньте только. Ты заново окунаешься в мир Гарри Поттера. По факту, мир Хогвартса. Так, ага, вот, окей. Как я понимаю, что типа это не...
Revelio.
Просто обязательно, сколько ты просто бегаешь, и автоматически у тебя это все откроется. Ух ты. Что здесь нахрен происходит? Как я ничего не могу от тебя узнать. Ладно, бежим, бежим. У нас не Левиоса, а Левиосо. Так, что-то начало подфриживать. Это, видимо, идет прогрузка локации, поэтому слегка подлагивает.
Revelio.
Кости, кости, прикольно. Ух ты, глаза.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ну что ж, пошли.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
У меня всего один.
It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity.
especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Крупнее, чем перышко. Может поползать слизеринца.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Так, мне дико не нравится, что у меня фризит. Давай на низкое. Хотя нет, давай-ка среднее. Качество эффекта среднее, материал туман, качество неба. Растительность низкую сделаем. Посткрутку низкую, тень низкая. Текстура. Низкое качество дистанции обзора. Качество обитателя. Выбери качество отображения второстепенных существ. Низкое. Что такое? Включи дрессировку площади влияет на производительность центрального графического процессора. А, нет, так, тень дрессировка площади. Давай вот так вот попробуем. Прямые постройки. А типа здесь там дело, да, это у меня? Вот они пошли пробуем вот так.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Манекен зеленым, как среди.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form. I know. This can't be your first duel. Levioso, let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Haggard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Revelio.
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Я хочу быстрее освоить все заклинания и всем пиздюлей раздать. Да, скорее всего, это мне текстуры просто прогружается. Только на второй же этаж? Да, на второй. Или какой там? Третий, пятый. Ух ты.
Revelio.
С этим как трехголовый пес. Ну, такая типа дворняжка, не то что было у Хагрида. О. Ну, тут хребенем это прикольно. О. Здесь готовят зелье. А по цвету напоминает этот... Ну, который, короче, перевоплощение зелья. Она же тоже зеленая была. Ух ты ж.
Revelio.
Все здесь. Ух ты. А, это там висит. В соседней комнате. Сейчас глянем, что здесь у нас.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Так, ты защищен какой-то...
Levioso.
Ладно.
Revelio.
Я запомнил тебя. Просто надо шутить. А, ну-ка, слушай.
Levioso.
Ну, ты еще не закрылся. Ладно, в задницу. Давайте поднимемся еще повыше.
Revelio.
Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Ладно, о чем там разговор.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Они бла-бла-бла.
My mother was shocked the first time I said her.
Ой, еще киса.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752.
it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Booth.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbye.
Здесь акция.
Here. Behind you. There's an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that you will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Давайте, пожалуйста, начинаем. Воздушный возглас.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the... Very good! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward... Splendid!
Стой, 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 стой. Классно. Так. Что мы там делали? Еще один.
Accio! That's it!
Стой, стой. Ну, ладненько, зеленое можно. Я пиздат, я знаю об этом. Вот просто с лету.
Very good! Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Excellent.
Here we go. Quite impressive. Let us see this. There we go.
Эй, мы что, сейчас ничего типа сыграем?
Accio! Very good! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
I will get you back for that. Be sharp. Phew.
Я все равно минус один шарик.
Here we go. There we go.
У меня вон еще есть шанс. Даже если
Accio.
Splendid! Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Ага. Так, после переезда сюда мне потребовалось несколько недель. Ты почему не двигаешься-то? Несколько недель, чтобы привыкнуть. Скоро тебе станет легче. Хорошо, что ты мне
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived.
Закончи с ней уже болтать.
Before I knew.
Прежде чем я успел опомниться, мы покинули Уагаду и пробрались через планиру новой школы в новую страну.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
До встречи.
Of course, you can use Accio.
Revelio.
A word, if you would.
So inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothes of precise specimen. You know it won't work.
Так что я здесь могу стоять? Туда я уже не могу подняться, ты я понял.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Так, и вот это. Что у нас тут? А, ни хрена, это у нас Хогвартс. Я не знаю, зачем у нас был. Так, и что мы делаем? Мы правильно ищем. Где квест это? Может быть, мы сейчас с тобой надо поговорить. А, вот, доступно новое задание. Все отлично. Скрещенные палочки. Вот так. Погнали к нему. По почку.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Revelio.
Где он? Далеко вообще находится этот? Я давай могу переместись. Нет, это гостиная копия рано. Так, ну-ка, ну давай-ка все-таки. Типа, не ничего через это идти не будет, да?
Revelio. Levioso.
Просто такой кусок.
Revelio.
Ладно. Ух ты, это что за дверь? Так.
Oh, not again.
Here I come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory.
I'm in the fresh air.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to trap me
Revelio.
blindly inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was
It was a long time ago. I love behind it. I promise.
Glad you can make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
В смысле, мы с тобой оба из Коктеврана на задницу пожалели. Так. Через капсус. Ага.
There goes my wager. Accio. You're better than that.
Fringo. Levioso.
Is that all you've got?
Accio.
Levioso.
Fringo.
I could never duel like that.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Ты мне что-нибудь дашь за это хотя бы?
Hope to see you back here again.
Все, что ли? В инвентаре ничего не появилось. Ладно. В снаряге, может быть, что-нибудь? Фиг тогда мне была, это нужна побочка. Испытание. Задание. А, типа надо один из трех. Ладно, хорошо, я вас понял. Да, я в данный момент ничего не отслеживаю, но мне нужна карта. Карта это вот так вот. Мне нужно вот это вот. Я могу переместиться вот сюда. Так. И теперь мы бежим вот сюда.
Revelio.
Я думаю, на четверку тянуться.
Accio.
Я вижу какой-то сундук. Да, ладно.
Revelio.
Он мне ничего не даст, он успевает закрывать. Ну-ка, может быть его на сапоге получится притянуть?
Accio.
Ладно, не получится притянуть.
Revelio.
Thought as much.
Сирота по имени Илюс, который, как известно, спас свою деревню от армии дементоров темного волшебника Резидиана, вызвал патронус в виде мужа. Прикольно. Так, здесь замок закрыт. Просто не проблема, а вот там можно телепорт сделать. Так, телепорт мы обнаружили.
Revelio.
Это фонтан на дворе трансфигураж, соображение Виверна служит местным отдыхом для студентов. Бла-бла-бла. И тебя мы тоже туда собираем. Так, ну там сундучок я вижу какой-то. Как-то сюда попасть. Скорее всего, вот посюда. А. Ладно. Бывает в жизни огорчения.
Revelio.
Замок не вскрыть.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Нужна точка с летучим порохом. Котейки. А вот это вот что у нас? Ладно. О. Старт. Все, ладно, добежим. Оп. Начать.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Это на чем-то Долореса Амбридж напоминает.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Я не должен лгать.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see.
Понятно, все равно.
Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Вот я тоже. Ладно, нафиг.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Так, 5-й курс, это 11 плюс 5, мне 16 лет, какое нахрен сливочное пиво? Ты меня хочешь споить? Так, поговорить с профессором нужно получить свою первую задачу. Задача — это особый тип заданий, который дает вам профессора Хогвартса, и после их выполнения они учат вас использовать новые заклинания. Наградой за выполнение вашей первой задачи является восстанавливающие чары или пара, которые необходимы для выполнения других заданий. Отлично. Так, и где-то старикашка, вон ты старикашка.
Ah, there you are.
Давай поговорить.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Давай. Вот как раз таки
This is the right area.
место.
I wonder where the flying page is.
Из-за того, что камера приближена. Заберите большую страницу рядом со статуей. Вот она.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Вот еще одна летающая страница.
Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignment, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Репаро. Так, изучено новое заклинание.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the wall.
Reparo.
It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate.
Revelio.
если мы еще раз тебя откроем. Инвентарь, как всегда, как пусто, так и пуст. Ладно. Снаряжение нам никто ничего не дал. Правильно, нахрен нам это надо? Давай испытаем. Страница по руководству. 3 из 8. Очки с регалиями Хогвартса. Прикольно. Задание. Эти початки мы получили, это еще нет, это еще нет. И это тоже нет. Давай, инвентарь. Не, нет, снаряд должно было упасть. Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс. Но это мы сейчас пойдем.
Accio.
Больше нету летающих страниц? Нету.
Revelio.
Ух ты.
Ugh,
Ты кто?
what am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me, everyone.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating.
Revelio.
Mystery.
Reparo. Levioso. Accio.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue.
Изображенные на карте.
I should look around.
Ну-ка. Давай мы посмотрим эту побочку.
I'm saving up for a new broom. Reckon I'll be going for the yew weevil, or possibly the silver arrow. Albie Weeks says he'll give me a good price on it.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I hate transfiguration
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Well, I'd want to understand
На изи вообще. Так, вон ты где. Поговорить.
Lenora!
You did?
Как тебе это удалось? По зацепкам.
I found the location.
All very logical. You have a knack for solving riddles.
Пуффендуя, чего я тебе
Natty's good at that too. So is Mead. Well, I'm glad someone. The moth. I should have seen that.
Ну, что-то там дали, да? Нет. Надо привыкнуть, что в снаряд это все складывается. Нет. Может, форма? Нет. Вообще нет. Что мне дали? Эй! А типа, как же там, типа, пижама или что-то такое было? осанки, и как мне его получить? Это только контакт открыт. Ладно, хорошо. Здесь у нас что? Ладно. Вроде бы здесь все понятно. Так. Мне нужна гребаная волшебная палочка. Мне обещают, что после этого сила заклинания увеличится.
Revelio.
Школьная форма из желтой шотландки. Так. Классно. Это. Все, мы одели ее. Особо чуть-чуть посильнее, но защита будет чуть-чуть побольше. Прикольно.
Revelio.
Да, рыцари спорят. Здесь ничего.
Do you suppose Black's children are as
Там
confident?
сундук. Там дверь.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ладно. Взять, стырить. Если двери закрыты. О.
Revelio.
Я больше нет туда пути еще не открыт. Это вообще куда-то за корма я поднимаюсь. Что здесь? Еще один.
Revelio.
Прикольно. Ладно, хорошо. Классическая музыка играет.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, I'm
подопечный.
told you're in dire need of supplies. Is this your first foray?
It is.
Да, мне еще нет.
Well,
Да,
I shall
это
endeavour to be.
самая большая компания.
Hogsmeade's a charming little place.
Давайте мы будем типа сейчас 2000 испытаний, чтобы попасть в Фокс. Мне палочку нужна. Следуйте за
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you
Revelio.
today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course.
You, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of
Revelio.
detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions.
Revelio.
She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at, If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful...
А, вот оно как. Погнали.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Wisely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Revelio. You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Так, давайте я вот так вот сразу же, потому что по-моему вот это слишком далеко не убежал вперед.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely...
Accio!
Loads to see.
Levioso!
Places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Revelio. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Дал еще один мешочек. В прошлый раз залутал, ладно.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Так, сразу же хочу смотреть, что нам за шляпа досталась. Становимся ботаником.
Revelio.
Может, здесь все лутали? Вроде бы все. Сейчас гриба надо будет по дороге собрать. Почему мне кажется, что эта тропинка куда-то в интересное место ведет? Ладно, я могу и заблуждаться. Торгующие грибы. Ну-ка. Так, сохранить игру. Перезаписать сохранение на всякий случай.
Revelio. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure.
Revelio.
You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Does it get it?
Revelio. Accio.
Honestly, one could trust the magic in this place. I don't know if it's
Revelio.
the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Hengist of Woodcroft certainly knew how to plan a city.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's Cannons.
Good thing the Ministry banned underage sorcery.
Revelio. Revelio.
I should imagine she'd always have room.
Accio. Revelio.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
For a new wand? Yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
What do you think?
Я себе создал самую волшебную палочку. И вот она вот такая вот получилась.
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Но этот феникс дал еще одно перо.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match? Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.